Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for attending our press conference. We are very delighted to be here in Geneva to make our European premiere of our Fisker Karma production car, as you see here. This car is on schedule despite these hard financial times that I think we're all aware of. The car will be starting its production at Valmet Automotive in Finland in the end of this year. And we will start making our first deliveries in Europe in second quarter next year. The pricing of this car has been set for the European market. It'll be 78,780 euro before tax. And we have a couple of other versions as well that will be displayed on our screens afterwards. We will have exclusive dealers here in Europe, 40 all across Europe, and we have already announced our two main distributors or importers here in Europe, the first being GP Supercars in Merano, and the second being Nellemann Group in Copenhagen in Denmark. And together with them, we are going to appoint 40 dealers across Europe. Let me tell you a little bit about the car. The Fisker Karma is a four-door, four-seater, high-performance car, but it's also a green vehicle. This vehicle, most consumers over a year will easily be able, as an average, to use less than 2 liters of gas per 100 kilometers. And that is quite striking for a vehicle that is still able to go 200 kilometers an hour and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about 6 seconds. We really see this as being the future. On the top of the car, we have the world's first curved solar roof that helps cool down the cabin, which means it uses less electricity when you turn on the air conditioner to cool down the car. Of course, the most innovative part of this car is the drivetrain, which we call Q-Drive, that we have developed together with Quantum Technologies in the USA. The Q-Drive consists of a 2-liter direct-injected turbocharged petrol engine in front that only turns a generator. It never turns the wheels. In the center of the car, we have a lithium-ion battery, and at the rear, we have a dual electric motors that together delivers 400 horsepower, just over 400 horsepower. And it's a 1-speed transmission, which means you never need to change gear in this car. And it also makes it incredibly reliable. Of course, one of the most important things about a range-extended electric vehicles is the battery. The battery in this vehicle enables this car to go the first 80 kilometers without using any petrol. So the first 80 kilometers you drive every day is completely emission-free. Most Europeans drive less than 80 kilometers a day, which really means on your daily commute to and from work, you would not need to use any petrol in this vehicle. However, when you want to go on a longer distance, after 80 kilometers, the petrol engine turns on and turns a generator, and you are now able to go an additional 400 kilometers. And after that, you can fill up the car like a normal car and go as far as you want. To plug in the car, you simply plug it into your normal outlet at home in your garage. You don't need any special supercharger. This car will charge in less than 4 hours on an average, of course, depending on how much you have depleted the battery. On the interior of this vehicle, which I invite you to come in and see after the press conference, we have a complete new control system. It's a large haptic control screen, which is very easy to use and very easy to upgrade and reprogram. You might wonder, how can we sell this car for only 78,000 euro? I personally think it's a great price. One of the reasons is we are working together with some of the best suppliers in the world to create this car. EDAC from Germany, Magna, Valmet, Valeo, and I could go on. And a lot of these suppliers are some of the best in the world today in the car industry. And they are working closely together with us to create what we believe is the future of the automobile. And even though it is a green car, and even though this car uses less gas than any other four-door production car today, it doesn't mean it can't look good, and it doesn't mean we can't have fun driving it. The lithium-ion battery in this car, I just want to tell you a few things about it, because there's been a lot of talk in the press about different lithium-ion batteries. We are not using lithium-ion batteries from laptops. We're using a specific battery, a specific cell that has been created for the automotive use. And the chemistry we're using is a manganese-based chemistry, which is inherently safe. This battery has a 3-stage control system. We have tested it for over 2 years, and it basically means we have an over 10-year lifespan on this battery, which is by far the best automotive battery in the world at this point in time. So again, this car is a guilt-free pleasure. You can still have fun in the automotive world, and I invite you to come and take a closer look. Here beside we have a future vehicle that we'll come out with sometime in the end of 2011. It's on the same aluminum space frame as the four-door Karma, simply shortened 250 millimeters. And we haven't announced any pricing on that yet. Right now we are concentrating on the launch of the Fisker Karma. Thank you very much. Thank you.